Well, so far I'm 0 for 3 today. So I've got two more. One I want to look for today, and one I'll do tomorrow on the way back home. This one I was trying to find it last month. I couldn't find exactly where to park to access this little trail going down the falls. So I'm gonna try again. Wish me luck. Well, I'm off the road here. Parked this side of the road here. I think what's in front of me could be a trail down to the falls I want to visit. I have the falls coordinates. It's about 380 meters away from here, going towards that way. I was given parking coordinates, but they don't seem to jive at all. So this looks close. So we'll give this a try. I don't want to be 0 for 4. Well, we might be 0 for 4. That trail didn't go anywhere. Actually, it looks like it might be a dry creek bed. There is a bit of an open field here, and if you park by the field, maybe there's a trail at the end of the field. So we'll try that. I'm only, let's see, I'll check my GPS here. I'm about 300 meters away from where I believe the falls is located. Be a pretty thick bushwhack. I'm looking for anything here that might be a trail. I was told that there is one. Of course, my GPS shows all kinds of back roads that don't exist. "200 meters away from the falls." Let's walk to the field here and see what's there. Okay, so my car is parked by the road there. I could have possibly pulled in here. And looking over here to see if there's any kind of trail. It looks like I'm only 180 meters away from the falls. I'm going to try and go down here. So this is the exact direction I have to go. And it looks like it could be a bit of an overgrown, well, not that bad, a trail down to the falls area. We'll see. We shall see. I hate to be 0 for 4 today. So hopefully this will get me there. Well, this kind of peters out. I'm about 108 meters away from where I want to be, which is that falls point. This doesn't go there. That's the closest I've been. I don't know. Like I said, I was told there's a trail going right down to it. It doesn't appear to be, not from this point. But we'll try a bit of bushwhacking. Maybe there's another spot from the field. I'll have a look around. It's 4 o'clock, so I've got some time. Well, this is not a trail, but I'm 150 meters away apparently. and hopefully I can get to it. 148 going towards the left. Oh, can't see that too well. Let's try. I did waypoint where my car is, so hopefully that means help me not to get lost. It's probably good practice because towards the end of August, when I want to go up to Hoodlum Falls, apparently I do have a 200-meter bushwhack there, so I can avoid carrying my canoe over a 1.8-kilometer portage. 124 meters away, I'm going to put the phone down and navigate through this brush. Oh, here's a trail. So that's probably the one that's referring to. I'll have to see when I come back how far up the road that leads me from where I parked. This should be easy now. It's a marked trail. Okay, I'm feeling better now. I'm not going to be 0 for 4. Have to see though where the trail back to the road leads to and how far off I was on my parking coordinates. This is sounding good. Not sure if it's wind I'm hearing or the falls, but I think it's the falls. The falls is right here. I'll get there in a second. The creek kind of divides into 3 here. So you have to walk over this and through there. I found a nice birch tree that's fallen over. I can grab hold of the balsam next to it and walk across there without getting wet. The trail is actually over here. Hopefully I won't, well, you can see it from here. It's right over in there. So we walk across here, jump over here, and good. So we'll get there. And here we are. So I'm at the base here. I can film from here, but I had to find a spot where I can set up my camera. If I can get over there, get some shots. It's too close to my camera to get nice pictures. Plus the sun's right in front of me. Bad view from a photographer standpoint. But there we go, I finally got 2. I'm 1 for 4 today. If we get to the falls tomorrow off a kiosk, I'll be 2 for 5. And I'll be happy with that. Plus a night out of the city. This is the 4th falls, or 5th falls off the creek here. It's a Bissett Creek. You can, if you want, get up close and personal to this falls. Nice slide here. If you knew what was down here, a nice slide on your butt with your bathing suit. There's the top of it. There's a better view. This is what I mean by the creek forks off. Actually, with the drop here, that could be classified as another waterfall, another waterfalls. Would that be deep enough? You can't see the two falls from here. We'll see about that. But this is a nice spot, and I'm glad I made it here. Let's see what I can do for getting some pictures of both these. Heading back, the trail wants you to go here and cross over the creek here. You might be able to go in this way, but I like my way better. Well, here's the trail. There's lots of markers that get down towards the falls because then it's harder to follow. Here it's relatively easy. I don't know, there's a marker there. It shows I'm 155 meters away from where I parked. So I couldn't have been that far off the trail. It may have been, I just didn't recognize it, didn't see it when well, we'll find out when I get closer here. Oh, there we go up here. Yeah, this is the way that I bushwhacked in. And this is the trail out. So I will end up a bit south of my car. We'll see just how far south of my car I am. But this looks like it's pretty easy. Don't know how I would have missed it, but it may not be that noticeable from the road. I am getting further away from my car, but that's to be expected. I shouldn't be that far away though. Glad it's not overly hot because I'm out today because I'm really hot. Should have a nice cold drink waiting for me at the back of the car. Well, let's see. I can see the road from here. But I can see my car from here. So, I see what I did wrong. I came in and I walked down that way. Came back, walked over that way. If I had stopped and looked like I should, I would have seen a marker here and there. See? Let's I made it harder than I should have. That's the thing. But we're back out, back to the car. I'll drive down and see where I can get for a Crownlands camping spot in this area. The two popular ones should be taken. I have two more options that I know of. And we'll pick one of them out. I'm using a single burner stove that runs on butane. I don't use that very often, but that's what I'm cooking with tonight. My mother made a recipe called crab dinner casserole, so it's soup and hamburger and craft dinner, and we're mixing that, having that with corn on the cob. I'm trying out this small little frying pan. I picked it up I think last year or 2 years ago at Bonnet Share. I do have a larger one if this doesn't work too well. And some nice fresh corn on the cob, and I'll smother it with some butter on it. I even brought holders for it. And then when I'm done, everything goes in the pan, in the sink for dishes. Right now I'm just boiling some water as well, so I'll have some tea and enjoy the peace and quiet. Bon appetit to me. I like my view. Wind seems to have died down now that I put the tarp up. Tarp I have to attach to some trees here and over there, but this one is attached to the it's attached to the rack on my car. So I thought about putting them both on here, but it wasn't wide enough. So if I do get any of that R stuff, I can sit underneath there and still enjoy the sight behind me. It's attached to the rack on my car. So I thought about putting them both on here, but it wasn't wide enough. So if I do get any of that R stuff, I can sit underneath there and still enjoy the sight behind me. Here's my setup for camp here. First of all, the area is not very large. The road is right there. I just pulled in a few feet. I'm going to have a nice view of the lake and of a sunset. Sun's right there, so I should have a perfect view for a sunset. People aren't here very often, but there is a fire pit here, and I have chopped up some wood. There is locally wood available locally. You may notice, okay, my tarp here is set up by a tree there, by a tree over here, a tree on that side, and if I go around here, by the roof rack of the car. As you can see, I didn't bring a tent with me. I thought about bringing my hammock, but I wasn't sure what site I'd be on. And this site's got lots of trees. I could have hung up a hammock on, but the other site is more open. I wouldn't have had that. So, just for one night, I'll be inside. I should have lots of room in here for me to lay down. If I get too stuffy, I did bring a fan with me. My only thinking was that if it was warm out today, it'd be kind of hot to sleep in there. The mosquitoes aren't too bad out here. I did put on a bit of bug spray before I went out canoeing this afternoon. But it is August and they are dying off. I don't usually have an issue with them come August. There's a few out here, but not too bad. I'm just enjoying this view. This view is awesome. I've had a good day today, even though I couldn't get to a couple of the waterfalls, and I had a hard time paddling down with the blockages on the river. It was still fun, still enjoyable. I'm still glad that I came out. This was a very last-minute trip. I came home from visiting my girlfriend on Friday, realized, oh, this is a long weekend, and I'm home. Now, being retired, long weekends don't mean anything, but I've gotten in the habit over the past 40 years of not being home on long weekends. So I thought, well, I should change that. So I looked at where I wanted to go, and knew there wouldn't be, it'd be hard to get campsites here, but this is good. And yeah, packed everything up on Saturday. I left Sunday morning, this morning at 6:30. And nice, quiet, peaceful, relaxing. This is what I like. Good morning. It's just after 8 o'clock. I had a good night's sleep and just finished breakfast, which for me is the usual. Just oatmeal with raisins and some energy drink from a vitamin C and some tea. So I'll have that. Stove worked well. The other thing that worked out well, it's the first time I've used it, is my little porta potty. It looks overcast today. I'll be packing up and leaving probably within the hour. As I said before, I will stop by down towards Kiosk. I think it's Highway 630 or 530. There might be a falls there I can just drive to, and then we'll be heading home. Well, good morning. I pulled off of Highway 630 where I had a tip. There will be a falls here. There's some rapids. Nothing that I can call a waterfall. So I did walk up over here. I guess it's just rapids. Nice rapids though, but nothing I can call a waterfalls. I was looking on the wrong side of the road. The river runs on the opposite side of the road, on the west side, but this little creek is on the east side. And yeah, there is a falls here. It's just on the on the east side of Highway 630. The main river is on the west side. And this is on Highway 630 going into kiosk at the Mabel Dufond River. So you've got rapids or falls in 4 spots actually. Here, right across the road there, and then about 40 meters up on the other side. So suppose walking left side facing traffic, so do that. There's 2. And if you walk up the road here, which I will do, my car is up here. You will come to the other ones. From this side, cross over, and come to some rapids over here. Lunch stop, it's 12:30. This lunch area just off Highway 17 between Mattawa and North Bay. It's always busy. A lot of cars here all the time. However, most people here are actually out paddling, as this gentleman is over here. You have a boat launch here, which is frequently used, getting you into the Mattawa River. If you follow the river this way, you get to Talon Chutes. If you go up this way, you're going into Samuel D. Champlain Park. Before that, you're hitting Parizeau Falls. Always a nice area to stop at. And of course, there is some history here too. You can learn all about Louise de Curley and Lawrence. At this point, I'll be heading home for a 5-hour drive home, and of course with the weekend traffic, the holiday Monday traffic, I'll get home late tonight. Had a good trip, just overnighter, but was able to visit a number of waterfalls and have a nice peaceful evening and campfire. Can't complain. But I want to thank you all for watching another Camper 69 video, and if you like the video, please click on the like. It helps other people to find my page. And if you like to, please subscribe to my account. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.